Gentlemen, today we're going to talk about how to wear black and white to make you look instantly striking, put together, and elegant. Here on Big Pretty Man. Hi, and welcome back to Big Pretty Man, a channel for the extra large man who wants to live his life large and in charge. I'm your host, Timothy Big Pretty Crowe. I'm a wardrobe and lifestyle consultant for the extra large man. Okay, guys, if you go back to the beginnings of my channel, some of my earliest videos, and especially ones where I was talking about what kind of suits and outfits to put together, I said that, to avoid wearing too much black, and that black is a very overrated and overused color nowadays. And I still stick by that, especially when it comes to suits. When it comes to suits, I'll favor more the charcoal gray, and a dark blue suit. I think those two serve any purpose or most purposes where you'd wear black, with the exception, of course, of a wedding and possibly a funeral if it's called for. And of course, the other exception, of course, would be when you're wearing, a tuxedo. When it's black tie or white tie, then you would wear, you would wear black. However, just because I said that doesn't mean that black isn't a handy color, to have in your repertoire of your wardrobe. In fact, it's a fantastic neutral to have around. And in fact, as I said in one of my other videos, sometimes it's a good idea to, from the waist up, you do your color combos, using the color wheel, whatever you're using. But from the bottom, if you want, you can just wear black or possibly dark blue as a neutral color, kind of breaking you into two halves. And that works, and it also draws attention to the tops and not the bottom. It especially works if you have the pendulous belly, you got the vest and stuff on, and it's kind of blended together. It draws attention away from the sits, where you're trying to hide the sits. Tip for the extra large man. Now, however, black can be used, in business casual or a dressy casual. It shouldn't be avoided outside of suits. And in fact, sometimes it's a fantastic choice, and an easy choice. And this is especially true with combining the two great contrasting neutrals of black and white. Black and white is instantly recognized. It's instantly noticeable. It has an allure and draws the eye. The reason being is because our eye is kind of like a camera, has a basis of black and white, and as well as with the colors, and it's naturally going to draw people's attention, just like a negative of a picture. It will draw attention because of that combo. It is, and that great ultimate you don't get much more of an ultimate contrast. In fact, you don't get more of an ultimate contrast than between black and white. And when you put them together, it can look so sharp and cause you to look instantly elegant, even if you're not, even if you're not really trying, or if it's a situation where you don't even need it. It's a little trick you can use in your wardrobe. You could actually go with something that would be more of a business casual or a casual event, and still be dressed in casually, or in that in between with the dressy casual, and still look elegant because you're wearing black and white. And people associate the contrast of black and white with formal wear. So you can be informal but look like the elegant formal. And as I'm kind of doing now. And it's a great combination. Now, when it comes to dressing with black and white, there's a couple things you need to know, and a couple of tips that I can give. Number one, be sure that your blacks match. Black, there's a lot of different levels of black. You have just solid black, slightly grayish looking black, a blue black, so you have to make sure, like if you're wearing a black shirt and black pants that didn't come as a suit, you have to make sure that those two blacks match. The best way to do that is to use the grayscale, which shows black going from black all the way around to white. And you need to look and see on that. Maybe get your wheel, get your shirt out. If you have it on your phone, yeah, it's a little off. Maybe try different pair of pants. That's the reason. One tip I'll give is that if you do wear, black pants with a lot of your outfits, have one that you put aside. Have at least two pair. Have one pair of black pants that you have put aside. that you don't wear very often, like you would with any other color, or using that bottom as the neutral. Put that one aside, and only wear that one black pair when you are doing a full black monochrome look, monochromatic look, or when you're wearing black and white. That way, the black pants won't get as washed as often as the more regularly worn pairs, because that's going to cause some fading. And when you put on a black shirt, which you don't wear all the time, that differentiation is going to really show. So have that one new pair that's rarely washed black pair of pants, that will still fit, go well with the black shirt. So that's one tip. Another thing, when you're combining black and white, it's really, there's not a lot I have to say because it's very, very simple. It's black and it's white. Now you can do black. You need to pick one that is going to be the number one color, the more prominent color. Like for instance with me, right now black is the more prominent color. I have on black pants, I have on the black shirt. So therefore the vest, and like with the hat is black with white trim, you want the white to be the secondary color. The white's the secondary color. And for extra large men, I would recommend doing it that way. Let black be, if you're going to do black and white, let black be the initial color, and let the white be the contrasting complementing color to the outfit. Because if you go the other way and you go white, white's the solid and black, then that's actually is going to make you look larger if you're a large man. And this is especially true if you're wearing if you're wearing a sport coat. You can wear black and then the white sport coat with this type of hat, with a trimmed hat, and it's going to work. But you're going to look like they're going to have a drive-in on your back, big shiny white. You want to kind of avoid that, and also, in that I would also avoid wearing white pants. White pants, once again, is just going to make you look that much bigger. Also, it accentuates any of the roundness that you're trying to hide. So for big guys, I would recommend black is the initial color, white is the complementing color, the contrasting color, the secondary color. And, and I think that that's very important. Now, another thing about wearing black and white is that, what I just mentioned, the grayscale. Now, with the color wheel, which I talked about in another video, that shows the complementary colors, and the contrasting color and the tertiary colors, and all of that you can use to put your outfits together. Well, being as black and whites are neutral, they have their own scale, which is called the gray scale. It's going from black all the way through to white, and all the grades of gray. So which is black and white creates a gray. So it shows the different levels of the combo, and you use it exactly the same with complementing grays and blacks and whites, and you can use that as accessories to your black and white. Now you can just go completely I guess it'd be a dual chromatic look of black and white, where everything's either black and black or straight black and straight white, and that would work. But sometimes that can be a little bit too much. So if you are going to change it up with accessories, you can use gray. Because gray is going to still keep it within that scheme. It's going to still give it that balanced look and that put together look. Even though most people aren't going to get that in their mind, they're going to subconsciously they will make that connection of the grays and the grays and whites, because gray is from black and white, and they're going to so in other words, it's going to be very pleasing to the eye because it's balanced. And once again, when people say, man, he looks so put together, what makes him look put together? It's the balance of colors. It's the balance, of the contrast and the tertiary and all of that is working together as a mechanism. Black and white and gray can work together as that mechanism as well. So now, sometimes, like I said, it might be a little bit too much, and maybe you want to break it up with a third color. When you've got a couple of choices, and when you break it up with these other colors, it can add a little more. With the black and white, you hold another color, it's going to cause pop, instant pop, and that can really work. Now, when it comes to black and white outfit, the accessories other than gray, I would recommend would be silver, gold, and red. Now you can pull blue, but blue's usually a little more subdued when it puts with black and white. Or it doesn't really quite work if it's a bright blue. It works if you have a shaded dark blue, but not, but I would recommend red, silver, and gold. Because red is another, it's a primary color, and therefore it's going to instantly jump out from that red and that black. That's one. And the three just make a really nice combo, and automatically gives you a sense of class. It makes people think of somebody in a tuxedo with a rose boutonniere at a wedding. So it automatically makes you look sophisticated. Automatically makes you look elegant, if that's not what you're going for. So I really recommend that. Now the reason I say silver is because silver is kind of a combination of black and white when you think about it. And black, white, and silver, it works just like it would with a gray. Like for instance, this cravat I'm wearing is actually a black and silver. It's working perfectly. Also, I have here I have a black and white, pocket square, and that works with the black and white. But the silver kind of looks like a gray, and it's kind of giving a little shine that's working with the white and the black with the black background. So it works. Now I could just as easily change that up and put in some red, which I'll show you like now. See? So here using the three colors of still the black and white is the main theme, but I'm accentuating it with red as a third color, more of an but in the accessories with the pocket square and with the cravat. Now, and this automatically, like I said, kind of gives you that image of somebody in a tux with a rose. Kind of gives you that feel. This is making me look very elegant, but once again, it's really I'm not an elegant or formal wear, but yeah, it is working and making me look sharp. So red especially is a good one, but you can do the same thing like with say I wanted to wear, you can wear a red tie, even though I personally think that this looks better than a red tie. Or I could use a black and gold combination. Gold is the set off. Now, gold or silver would be, especially gold. Gold would be a little more subtle, but it would work, such as in this case. And as you can see, when I put on the black with the gold, it kind of subdues things a little bit down. And if you maybe want to make something, want to come in and really, flash that black and white and make you stand out, but at the same time you want to dull it a little bit depending on the event and where you're at. If you throw a little gold in there, gold is going to go well with the black and white, and it's also going to dull things down. Now, one thing you will notice is that both with the red cravat and the pocket square that I had, as well as this tie and this pocket square, I'm still using black and the shades of black. And that red was a dark red, which is a dark shade of black. So so therefore it's still kind of mixed. It's still working with the color combo here with that black combination, and people will pick up that is that shade. Even if this, once again, this is where they get that you look put together. They're not realizing all this, but they realize that is a darker shade of red, it was matching with the black because it's got black in it. Same thing here. It's gold. Gold's a little more subdued. It's kind of a yellowish and black shade. And same thing like I've got here with this pocket square. So it is working. This would bring it down a little bit and break it up a little bit. However, you can always just be bold as I am, and if I'm going to go in black and white, it's going to be black and white. Now, as I said, one of the best things about wearing black and white is that it can make you automatically look elegant even in a more or less formal event, and yet your dress, what you're wearing, would be informal and more casual or business casual. And for instance, I'm doing that here. I'm wearing black and white with a black and white Homburg. Looks very elegant. Looks like I'm about to step into and sing at the band, sing at the Cotton Club. But at the same time, I'm not. It's not a tux. It's not a suit. And what's doing that? I'm wearing a cravat rather than the suit. Also, I'm not wearing a jacket. I'm just going without a jacket. And if you're in an event like, something really informal, and you walk in like this, vest, shirt, pocket square, cravat, it's informal. It's dressy casual or kind of a business casual. It's still working. But yet I'm giving the impression of a tux, of something more elegant. So I am looking, dressy elegant, dressy casual elegant, and it's working. And the cravat's what's doing that. Now I could just as easily, change this out with a tie. With this, I'd probably wear a white and gray striped tie, or a white and black striped tie. With this combo, or a black and silver striped tie, and that would still work. But because I'm wearing the cravat is an automatic casual wear, and it brings that sophistication into your outfit. So I'm looking sharp here. If I walked in, and think about how you're going to set yourself apart. You go to a casual thing, everybody's walking around in the blue suits, or even just the khakis and the dress shirt, and I walk in wearing this. Everybody else is in the khakis and the dress shirt, and I walk in wearing this. I'm dressed kind of the same as they are. I'm just wearing a dress shirt and black pants, but with the white vest, the white hat, and this pocket square and cravat. They're going to be, ooh, wow, you all dressed up. You look, well, really you're not, but it's going to make you stand out from that crowd. And once again, it's always good to stand out. You don't want to look outrageous, but you don't want to blend completely in. You want to stand out. Well, basically you're standing out within the conformity of the situation. And that's the trick that you always want to do. You don't want to go in, you wouldn't want to go to a little mixer, like a work mixer, where everybody's in kind of, like I said, casual wear. Walk in a tux, you're going to look completely out of place, and that's inappropriate, and you're overdressed, or inappropriately dressed. But if I walk in like this, I'm not inappropriately dressed. I'm just using the tricks, and that's what you're going for, and that makes me stand out. So that's how you want to use black and white. Now, when it gets down to the shoes, that's another thing. Now, with the beautiful thing with black and white is it's pretty much solved most of your problems. Is you put on black and white, that's all you have to do if you're not using any other type of colors. So when it comes to the shoes, your plain black dress shoes are going to work. But if you really want to go that one extra step, you can always get yourself some black and white Spectators. And it's going to work. It might be a little bit much, just a little, but people are going to notice. So, and it's color-wise and color scheme, it's definitely going to work. And yes, I do have a pair, and I do recommend it. Well, that's about all I got for you on this video, folks, on how to dress up black and white. I hope it's helpful. And hey, if you're enjoying my channel, please hit this little King Henry head and give me a subscribe and give me a like. I'd love to have you. So get out there and get you some black and white. Put it on. Walk in the room. Have everybody turn and look. And you know what they're going to think? That you are pretty. And you know what? You stay pretty.